kids are too soft these days. Remember when we had to leave the park early because you wouldn't stop crying?
I was 4 years old, Dad, and that goose was eating a live pigeon.
You think that's traumatic? I once saw a woman eating a kebab while taking a shit off a bridge.
Yeah, but that was only last week, Dad. Mum brought me home her leftovers.
Don't forget, Tommy, you have a detention in the Lost Woods this evening for hanging out in the girls' toilets.
I don't mind doing my detention in the Lost Woods, miss, but does it have to be with the giant gamekeeper?
What's wrong with Hagrid? You're not another bloody racist, are you?
No, miss. It's just that, isn't he an ex-convict?
He was thrown into Fleshnapan on very little evidence. Non-existent, in fact.
Why are we locking people up without evidence, or even a trial, miss?
The courts are very busy and important, Tommy. Besides, he's half giant. He's bound to have done something.
Michael! What are you wearing?
The same clothes I always wear. And a Christmas cracker hat.
Where's the Christmas jumper Mum knitted you?
No, Mary. Please.
Put it on.
It's like a cheese grater. I could feel it shredding my skin through 2 vests and a t-shirt.
She has a bad heart, Michael. This might be her last jumper.
That's what you promised last year.
Michael! What's this text supposed to mean?
What do you mean? What does it mean?
Go wash your pots, 'cause I'm stiff from working Wednesday. What do you mean, your pots?
Sorry, that's autocorrect. It's supposed to say your parts and watching.
Really, Michael? Gothic schoolgirls?
Morticia Adams.
Why do they call it the Karate Kid when it's set in China? Brand recognition, babe. Like, you have to be uninformed enough to believe you can win a kung fu tournament after a 4-minute montage before buying this brand. They fix it all in the sequel, babe. Some nonsense about American, Chinese, and Japanese karate coming together to make super karate. I'm guessing the wine helps. I do miss Mr. Miyagi.
Look, grandmother! I'm going to test a helmet I invented that provides a perfect virtual reality.
What's the point in that?
You can experience life without any fear of immediate danger. It will revolutionize society.
Don't be daft. Nobody wants to live a life that's perfectly safe. That's why bomb puts buy motorcycles.
Ah, that's the genius part. Once you enter, you completely forget that it's a virtual reality.
How do you know you're not already in the Matrix, you idiot?
Exit program! What happened?
You were banging on about testing a perfect virtual reality, went into a coma for 3 days, and peed yourself twice.
Says here, Will Smith is coming to perform in Scarborough.
Really? We should go, Michael! I used to love Fresh Prince when I was a girl.
He'll be singing.
Oh, never mind then. Here, would you slap Chris Rock if he made fun of me?
Of course, sweetheart. Kick the shit out of him.
What if it was Kevin Hart?
Yeah.
How about Dwayne Johnson?
Your teacher rang, said you're being disruptive in class.
Sorry, Dad, he's a bit of a pedagogue.
Enough said, son. Me and the lads will nip down tomorrow and sort him out.
Tempus Fugius.
Squeak!
That guinea pig is supposed to be a pocket watch. Instead, you sent it back to the dawn of time. That's an impossibility even for our fundamentally ill-defined system of magic. You are the most inept young wizard I've ever encountered.
Then why do I keep defeating evil monsters with annual regularity, miss?
Look, recklessness and ridiculously far-fetched coincidence.
And a state-of-the-art broomstick, miss.
I've decided to quit my job and write a novel, Mary.
You can't write a novel, Michael. You don't know how to use a comma.
Commas are optional. It'll be heavy in slang and gritty realism, like an Irvine Welsh novel, telling the story of what it's like to grow up poor on a council estate.
Your dad owned his own business.
It was an ice cream van.
And he owned his own caravan down Cleethorpes. Face it, Michael. No one wants to hear about the time you got caught nicking a packet of polos from the corner shop, or that you were too poor to afford more than 2 school jumpers.
I also had to share a bedroom with my brother until he went to uni.
I need to borrow your phone.
Okay, but I haven't got much credit, babe.
What do you mean you haven't got much credit?
I've only got 23 pence.
Who uses credit these days? Don't you have a monthly plan?
The university's got Wi-Fi, babe. So has my shared house. A plan's a waste of money.
How much are you saving? £6 a month with giffgaff? You spend twice that on DLC. This is embarrassing, David.
I know you've been stealing toilet paper from uni, babe. Everybody knows.
Michael, what are you watching?
The Naked Gun.
That Liam Neeson film? You've downloaded that illegally.
So what? It's not as if there's a law against it.
It looks like it's been filmed onto VHS. And it sounds like Neeson's underwater. And it's got foreign writing all over it.
It's still better than paying for the cinema.
Is that an advert for a dodgy online casino?
I wish to be able to breathe underwater.
Are you certain, Master?
Just get it done, bro, and stop air quoting me.
As you command. I didn't quite catch that, Master.
I'm here with Sergeant Johnson of the Bogmore Police Service. Sergeant, can you tell us what happened here last night?
Officers were called out to investigate an altercation between multiple individuals. A bit of Saturday night high spirits.
There's been some concern that the footage didn't clearly show who started the fight, or who glassed the first earlug. Can you describe to us, Sergeant Johnson, the techniques officers used to identify the wrongdoers?
Well, sir, we had a good look at what the suspects were wearing, hoodies and trainers, etc., if they were able to pronounce their H's and T's, whether they were claiming benefits or not, and that way we were able to deduce who were the correct scumbags to arrest, sir. Don't you worry.
Look what I invented, grandmother.
Another weird button.
It's a dimensional jump. It allows me to jump to an infinite number of realities where anything is possible.
Is that so? Why don't you jump to a reality where I don't find you so annoying?
Okie dokie. Oh dear, it seems to be having some teething troubles.
We'll see about that. No jump to any realities where I defenestrated you this morning because you're so annoying. Hey, I thought I threw you out the window. Michael, what's your birthday again?
You don't know my birthday.
Stop mucking about, Michael. I'm trying to do my lottery with the app.
And you use birthdays. Superstitious nonsense, Mary. I use the first 7 square numbers. 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, and 49. That's logical.
You think you're so clever, Michael? Do you know how much you'd win if the numbers actually came up?
Millions of pounds?
Split evenly between all the other idiots who think they're dead clever.
I'm here with Sergeant Johnson of the Bogmore Police Service. Sergeant, There's been some criticism lately that disciplinary action against law enforcement officers with regards to mistakes, misconduct, police brutality and blatant corruption have been practically non-existent in the UK for several decades.
It's just a f***ing shame, sir, pardon my French, having to transfer a fellow officer and his terrified family to a whole new station, retraining them, forcing them to take suspension with pay. Something has to be done to stop these so-called victims coming forward.
And what do you suggest, Sergeant, to help the police and the public maintain the law and a safe working environment for officers and criminals alike?
Bigger truncheons, sir. It's amazing how quickly these new ones wear out. I swear, those lowlifes are growing thicker skulls.
It's quiet, Mary.
Yeah? So what?
I thought we had the children today.
We do!
Don't forget, your projects are due tomorrow, so if they aren't ready, make sure you finish them off tonight.
Can I get an extension, miss? I've got Quidditch practice tonight, and I'm the sneaker. I'm basically indispensable.
I'm not giving you special treatment just because you play Sky Netball, Tommy. Nor is a sneaker indispensable. Every fan of the books, with an IQ bigger than a Pufflehoof's, agrees that the game would make a lot more sense without the sneaker.
But without the sneaker, how would we know when to finish a match of Quidditch, miss?
It's called a clock, Tommy.
I'm here with Sergeant Johnson of the Bogmore Police Service. Sergeant, now I've been informed that the evidence for a conviction was secured through footage obtained without consent from a nearby door camera. Can you give us some insight, Sergeant, into the legality of companies sharing personal data with law enforcement in order to gather evidence?
Load of unnecessary techno-malarkey, sir. We just uses the phone book down our station, sir. Just like the good old days.
You exclusively secure vital information from a phone book.
Yes, sir. Leaves no bruises, you see.
Did you hear, Mary? The Department of Homeland Security is painting its Mexican border fence black.
Why are they doing that? So people can't find it in the dark?
No, apparently it's going to make it really hot and less easy to climb.
I thought that most border crossings happen early in the morning when it's cold out.
Yeah, but still, I bet you could make a fortune selling gloves in Mexico right now.
They already own work gloves, Michael. You want to be selling paint to the Americans.
I wish to be rich and famous.
As you command, Master.
What's this crappy painting doing here?
That's Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi, which was sold at auction for 450 million in 2017 and stolen by you a week ago.
Just like in the movie Bernard and the Genie. I suppose the police are coming to arrest me.
Yes, Master. You'll be the most famous 12-year-old art thief in the world. You may want to brush your hair before they arrive.
I'm here with Sergeant Johnson of the Bogmore Police Service. Sergeant, what would you say to people who claim that there's an increasing issue with abuse of power in the police service?
I'd say they were a terrorist, sir, and then I'd search them thoroughly.
And what would make you assume they were a terrorist, Sergeant?
Holding a mobile phone, lack of cooperation, baggy trousers. We can hold a terrorist for 2 weeks without charging him these days, sir. We are truly living in a golden age.
Hey, Mary, we've got the house to ourselves. You wanna go upstairs for a while?
No, I haven't shaved in ages.
So what? That just shows you're a woman. A very attractive woman.
I haven't showered today either.
I'll hold my breath.
And I've got an infection right now, Michael.
How infected?
A full-blown cream cheese yeast infection.
How How's your top half doing?
I'm here with Sergeant Johnson of the Bogmore Police Service. Sergeant, can you tell us how the service is reaching out to these dilapidated suburban estates and the helpless people that have to live here amongst the pandemic of increasingly violent crime?
Well, sir, essentially, we are not reaching out around here. Total scumbags, sir.
Can you expand on that, Sergeant?
They'll have your car on bricks while you're still in it, no trouble. We only come down here with riot vans and shields. Luckily, there's decreased life expectancy amongst the benefits classes, so they stop being a problem a lot sooner than real people. Where are you parked, by the way?
Michael! Who are you talking to?
It's AI. It's very trending at the minute. It's helping us to restabilise our financial portfolio.
Hello, Mary. It is interesting to finally meet you.
Are you being brainwashed again, Michael?
By who? AI is merely a tool that can help you consolidate your long-term goals when you can't be asked to do it yourself.
And what half-baked plan has your daft AI cooked up after listening to you banging on about your delusional long-term goals?
That I liquidate my assets, move to Devon and open a small business selling personalised pyrographic address signs.
And also etched glass.
Tommy, what the f*** are you wearing?
It's the sorting cap, miss. I borrowed it for today's test.
You do realise, don't you, that the sorting cap doesn't know the answer to everything? It just measures how smart, brave or nasty students are, then puts the leftovers in Pufflehuff.
But the sorting cap told me I could get 100% in the test if I wore it.
Be quiet, you fool!
The hat says I have a lot of potential. It says that one day we could go to Bolivia together.
I never said that.
I think you should take off the hat now, Tommy. You know, Flo's 10-year-old has no idea who Mel Gibson is.
So what? He's not done out in 20 years.
The boy's never heard of Brad Pitt either, or Tom Cruise, or Arnie, or Stallone.
You're just old, sweetheart. Who does he like then? Daniel Radcliffe or Zac Efron, I suppose?
He says he likes watching Dan TDM and Stampy.
Who are they when they're at home?
F***ed if I know.
I'm here with Sergeant Johnson of the Bogmore Police Service. Sergeant, can you tell us a little more about the controversial incident that happened here the previous evening?
Well, sir, the officer in question accidentally disabled his body camera while scratching himself, after which the suspect fell down several times, fracturing his skull and several ribs.
There's also been unconfirmed reports that the suspect in question lost several teeth.
Did it to himself, sir. Said his mouth felt too crowded. That's the kind of delusional criminal scum we're fighting to keep off our beloved streets. Fighting with understanding and officially sanctioned grappling techniques, of course, sir.
Would you rather have an erection in your trousers for the rest of your life, or never have another one again?
Mary, I don't need a drill when I've got no screws.